Welcome to Unheard Voices Vault. Like, share, and subscribe. As the Spaniards set foot on the shores of the Americas in the 1400s, they were met with a sight that defied their preconceived notions. For before them stood a thriving, magnificent civilization, built and inhabited by black people who had been living on this land since 36,000 BC, centuries before any slave ships arrived in the colonies. The conquistadors gazed upon grand cities, adorned with artifacts and evidence of a rich culture, belonging to the indigenous black people whom they ignorantly referred to as Indians. Burial sites riddled with skeletal remains, ancient artifacts brimming with cultural significance, written accounts from explorers, numerous studies from esteemed anthropologists and scholars, all reveal the undeniable truth. Black people were the original inhabitants of North and Central America. Coined as Indians, a term that would forever erase their true identity and history from the pages of time. And yet, despite all this, history has tried to erase their existence and contributions from the narrative, casting them aside as mere obstacles in the quest for power and domination. But their legacy cannot be denied, for they are the true founders and guardians of this land we call the United States of America. And yet, when Columbus and his fellow invaders set foot on these sacred grounds, they saw only primitive savages to be conquered and exploited. The rich history and culture of the indigenous black people would forever be silenced and erased. In the annals of history, there exists a chapter stained with the blood of millions. The genocide of indigenous black people of North and Central America. It is a story of unspeakable horror, a tale of conquest and colonization that forever altered the course of human destiny. At the heart of this story lies a harsh reality: the European expansion into the Americas, a reality characterized not by enlightenment and progress, but by brutality and genocide on a scale unparalleled in human history. The story begins with the arrival of Christopher Columbus on the shores of the New World in 1492, a moment celebrated in Western history as a triumph of exploration and discovery. But for the indigenous peoples who inhabited these lands for millennia, it marked the beginning of a nightmare. Fueled by their desire for power and wealth, European explorers embarked on a relentless crusade of conquest and oppression, wiping out indigenous populations through systematically designed massacres, extreme violence, diseases like measles and smallpox, and forced labor. Entire civilizations in North and Central America were destroyed, their unique cultures erased, and their languages silenced. The genocide committed against these black people challenges the dominant histories of conquest and colonization. Indigenous peoples were not only the targets of physical warfare, but also psychological warfare. It was a calculated war of annihilation, with the goal of not just exterminating their bodies, but erasing every trace of their existence from history. The genocide of millions of people and thousands of tribes is a haunting truth that we must confront, for it is the legacy of violence and oppression that still lingers in our world today. This genocide, or holocaust, is not a distant memory, but a relentless and pervasive force that demands to be recognized, remembered, and reconciled with. The annihilation of ancient indigenous black nations of America was the worst holocaust in the world's history. We must work towards a future based on justice, equality, and respect for all. This is not just a chapter in history, but a testament to human resilience, as some of the tribes survived.